Hey Capricorn, I just pulled the cards for you, and I need to tell you something. This reading came through with such clarity that I actually had to take a moment and just breathe before I could even start sharing this with you. The energy around your financial situation is about to experience a massive shift, and I mean truly massive. Something is building in the unseen realm right now, and it's all pointing toward money, opportunity, and a phone call that will genuinely change everything. Let me start by sharing what came through first, because the cards appeared in such a specific sequence that I honestly believe the universe wanted me to see this pattern. I pulled the Lovers as my opening card, and this immediately told me that a significant choice or partnership is at the center of your financial breakthrough. But here's where it gets interesting. This isn't just about love relationships. The Lovers in a money context speaks to a divine union of opportunity, meeting preparation. You've been working on something, maybe quietly, maybe without even fully realizing how all the pieces were connecting. And now there's this moment approaching where two powerful forces will merge. This could be a business partnership that suddenly clicks into place, a collaboration you've been hoping for, or even just the alignment of your skills with the perfect opportunity. What I'm seeing here is that you haven't been forcing anything. You've been authentic. You've been staying true to your values and your vision, and that authenticity is precisely what's about to attract this incredible financial blessing. The Lovers tells me there's a decision coming, probably within the next several weeks, where you'll need to say yes to something that feels right in your gut. Trust that feeling because your intuition is being guided by something much bigger. Right now, the energy around this card is so magnetic. I can feel it as I'm looking at the imagery, that sense of divine timing, of two paths converging at exactly the right moment. For you, Capricorn, who typically likes to have everything planned and structured, this card is asking you to also trust in the flow of things. Yes, your hard work matters. Yes, your strategy matters. But there's also this element of grace that's entering your financial picture. Someone is going to recognize your value in a way that surpasses what you even thought was possible. I keep hearing the phrase, they see you, and it's giving me chills because whoever this is, whether it's a potential client, a business partner, an investor, or even an employer, they genuinely see the depth of what you bring to the table. They're not just seeing the surface level skills, they're seeing your integrity, your work ethic, your vision, and they want to align themselves with that energy. The Lovers is fundamentally about harmony and mutual benefit, which tells me this financial opportunity isn't going to feel extractive or one. It's going to feel like a genuine win for everyone involved. And that's rare. That's special. That's the universe saying you deserve to prosper without compromising who you are. Now the Five of Cups appeared next, and I have to be honest. At first I thought maybe this was talking about past disappointment, and yes, there is that element. But as I sat with this card in the context of your financial reading, I realized it's showing me something deeper. You've experienced some losses or letdowns with money. Maybe opportunities that didn't pan out the way you hoped. Maybe investments of time or energy that didn't yield the returns you expected. Perhaps you've been looking at those three spilled cups, focusing on what didn't work, what went wrong, where you fell short. But Capricorn, the Five of Cups, is also one of the most powerful cards about perspective shift. Yes, there are 3 cups spilled, but there are 2 cups still standing behind you. The message here is profound because it's telling me that your breakthrough is actually going to come through, or because of those past disappointments. You learned something crucial from those experiences that you didn't even realize you were learning at the time. You developed resilience. You refined your approach. You became more discerning about where you invest your energy and resources. What I'm getting very strongly is that you need to turn around metaphorically. Stop staring at what didn't work and start seeing what's still available to you. Those 2 standing cups represent opportunities that are still there, resources you still have access to, connections that are still viable. And here's the truly beautiful part. When you turn around and pick up those cups, when you shift your focus from loss to possibility, that's when your phone is going to ring. I'm being very literal here. There's a communication coming, an actual phone call or message or email, that's going to present you with an opportunity that helps you recover from those past financial disappointments. This isn't just about making a little extra money. This is about restoration. The universe is positioning you for a comeback that will make those previous setbacks look like they were necessary stepping stones all along. You know how sometimes you have to lose something in order to be available for something better? That's what's been happening. You've been clearing space energetically and practically for this new financial chapter, and the Five of Cups is confirming that the clearing is complete. You're ready now. You've processed the disappointment, you've learned the lessons, and now you're positioned to receive. The Three of Pentacles showed up next, and I literally smiled when I saw this card, because it's so clear about what's coming. This is the card of skilled work being recognized and compensated appropriately. You're a master at what you do, Capricorn, and the Three of Pentacles is saying that your expertise is about to be acknowledged in a very tangible, very financial way. This card often appears when someone is about to receive a commission, a contract, a project, or some form of work opportunity where their specific skills are exactly what's needed. The beautiful thing about the Three of Pentacles is that it shows collaboration. It shows you working with others who respect your contribution, who value your input, who are willing to pay you what you're actually worth. If you've been undervalued or undercompensated in the past, that dynamic is about to shift dramatically. Asterisk. What I'm seeing here is that there's going to be some kind of planning or discussion phase. The Three of Pentacles shows architects and builders consulting together, looking at plans, making decisions about how to proceed. So before the money actually flows, there might be conversations, negotiations, meetings, proposals. Don't rush through this phase. This is where you get to establish the terms, where you get to ensure that this opportunity aligns with your standards and your worth. I'm hearing very clearly that you should not undervalue yourself during these initial discussions. State your rate, state your needs. Be clear about what you bring to the table. The energy of the Three of Pentacles supports you being confident about your value because the people on the other side of this opportunity already recognize it. They're coming to you specifically because you have something they need and they know it. This is going to be one of those situations where you might be tempted to lower your price or downplay your expertise out of fear that they'll walk away. But I'm telling you, they won't. They need you. They want to work with you specifically, so stand firm in your worth. The other beautiful element of the Three of Pentacles is that it often indicates the beginning of something that continues over time. This might not be a one-time payment or a single transaction. This could be the start of an ongoing income stream, a longer-term contract, a relationship with a client or company that continues to provide financial returns. For some of you watching, this could even be the foundation of a business that grows substantially over the coming year. The Three of Pentacles is telling me you're building something sustainable here, not just grabbing a quick payday. This is about establishing yourself as a go-to expert in your field, creating a reputation that leads to more opportunities, more referrals, more growth. The euros that are about to rain down on you, they're not just falling from nowhere, they're coming because you've been laying the groundwork, developing your skills, proving your reliability, and now the universe is ready to connect you with people who will compensate you accordingly. Then I pulled the Nine of Wands and this card made me pause because it's showing me that you are tired, Capricorn. You've been fighting, you've been pushing, you've been defending your position and your vision and your path against obstacles and doubts. Maybe even against people who didn't believe in you or didn't support your direction. The Nine of Wands is the card of the wounded warrior who's still standing. You've been through battles, you've taken hits, but you haven't given up. And I need you to hear this very clearly because it matters so much. Your perseverance is about to pay off in ways you cannot even imagine right now. The Nine of Wands appears right before victory, right before the breakthrough, right before the moment when you can finally lower your guard because the fight is over. You're in the 9th hour, and the 10th hour is coming. Asterisk, what this card is telling me is that you might actually be feeling defensive or cautious right now about new opportunities. And I understand why. You've been disappointed before, you've had false starts, you've gotten your hopes up only to be let down. So when this phone call comes, when this opportunity presents itself, part of you might be skeptical. Part of you might be thinking it's too good to be true or that it's going to fall through like other things have. The Nine of Wands is asking you to stay open despite your wariness. Yes, be smart. Yes, use discernment. Yes, protect yourself where necessary. But don't let past hurts cause you to reject a genuine blessing. I'm seeing that you've developed strong boundaries, and that's actually wonderful. You've learned to spot red flags and protect your energy and resources, but make sure those boundaries don't become walls that keep out legitimate opportunities. The universe is aware of how tired you are, how much you've been through, and this incoming financial blessing is actually designed to give you some rest. It's designed to ease the constant stress and struggle you've been experiencing around money. There's also something here about not giving up. RIGHT, before the miracle happens. I don't know what your specific situation is. Whether you've been job hunting, building a business, working on a creative project, pursuing a particular income stream, but whatever it is, the Nine of Wands is saying do not quit now. You are so close. You are literally standing at the threshold of success. I keep seeing the image of someone who's been climbing a mountain and they're exhausted and they're thinking about turning back, but they're actually only a few steps away from the summit. That's where you are energetically with your finances. A few more steps. A little more patience, a bit more faith, and you're going to crest this hill and see the view you've been working toward all along. The phone is going to ring. The opportunity is going to arrive. And it's going to feel like vindication for everything you've endured. It's going to feel like the universe saying, I saw your effort. I saw your faith. I saw how you kept going even when it was hard. And here's your reward. The Three of Wands came through next, and honestly, when I saw this card following the Nine of Wands, I felt this surge of excitement because the Three of Wands is all about expansion, progress, and ships coming in. You know that expression about your ship coming in. This is literally that card. You've sent out your energy, your applications, your proposals, your intentions, your hard work into the world, and now the returns are beginning to arrive. The Three of Wands shows someone standing on a cliff looking out at the ocean watching their ships return laden with goods. And that's your financial situation right now. What you've invested, what you've put out there, it's coming back to you, multiplied. This isn't just about receiving what you put in. This is about receiving interest, receiving growth, receiving abundance that exceeds your initial investment. What I love about the Three of Wands in your reading is that it speaks to vision and foresight. You've been able to see possibilities that others couldn't see. You've been willing to take calculated risks. You've been planning and preparing for a bigger future even when your current circumstances were challenging. The Three of Wands is confirming that your vision was correct. Your instincts were right. And now it's time for the manifestation phase. This card also speaks to international connections or long-distance opportunities for some of you. The mention of euros in your reading makes me think this could quite literally involve European contacts, international business, or opportunities that come from beyond your immediate geographic area. If you've been considering expanding your reach, marketing yourself internationally, or working with clients or companies in other countries, the Three of Wands is giving you a green light. The world is literally opening up to you financially. There's also a sense with this card that you've been waiting for the right timing, and that timing is NOW. The Three of Wands often appears when the preparation phase is complete and it's time to launch, to expand, to move forward with confidence. You've done your research, you've developed your skills, you've set up your systems, and now the universe is saying go. Take action on that idea you've been sitting on. Send that proposal you've been perfecting. Make that pitch you've been practicing. The energy is supportive, the timing is right, and the financial results are going to exceed your expectations. I keep hearing the phrase beyond your wildest dreams, which sounds dramatic, but I genuinely think this opportunity that's coming through is going to be bigger than what you've been imagining. You might have been hoping for a certain amount of money or a certain level of opportunity, but the Three of Wands is suggesting you're going to receive something even more substantial. The universe doesn't just want to meet your needs, it wants to provide abundance, overflow, more than enough. The High Priestess appeared next, and this is where the reading gets really interesting because this card is about intuition, hidden knowledge, and divine feminine wisdom. In the context of your financial breakthrough, the High Priestess is telling me that you need to trust your inner knowing about this opportunity when it arrives. You're going to know in your gut that this is the right move, even if logically it doesn't all make sense yet, or even if you don't have all the information. The High Priestess sits between the pillars of light and dark. She has access to both seen and unseen realms, and she's telling you that there are invisible forces working on your behalf right now. Things are being arranged behind the scenes that you're not aware of yet. Conversations are happening about you. Your name is being mentioned in rooms you don't even know exist. Opportunities are being prepared that haven't been revealed to you yet. What I'm getting very strongly is that you should pay attention to your dreams and your intuitive hits over the next few weeks. The High Priestess communicates through the subconscious, through symbols, through feelings, and knowing that bypass logic. You might have a dream that seems random but contains information about your next steps. You might get a sudden urge to reach out to someone, or to check a particular job board, or to follow up on something you'd let go. These intuitive nudges are guidance. They're the High Priestess, showing you the way forward. Don't dismiss them as coincidence or imagination. Your psychic sensitivity is actually heightened right now, and you have access to information and insights that can help you navigate this financial opportunity with wisdom. The High Priestess is also telling me there's something you need to learn or know before the money arrives. This might be a skill you need to develop, information you need to gather, or simply a deeper understanding of your own value and power. There's a period of gestation here, a time of inner development that's necessary before the outer manifestation. Think of yourself as being pregnant with this financial breakthrough. It's forming inside you, in your energy field, in your consciousness. And when the timing is perfect, it will be born into physical reality. You can't rush this process, but you can support it by staying connected to your intuition, by trusting the unseen forces at work, by believing that something beautiful is being created even though you can't see it yet. The High Priestess asks you to cultivate patience, not as passive waiting, but as active trust, as knowing that the universe is working on your behalf, even in the silence, even in the mystery, even when you don't have concrete proof. For some of you, the High Priestess is also indicating that this financial opportunity might come through or relate to feminine energy, whether that's a woman who becomes a crucial connection, or work that involves traditionally feminine fields, or simply an approach that's more intuitive and receptive rather than forceful and aggressive. This is about attracting rather than chasing, about magnetic pull rather than pushing, about opening to receive rather than constantly striving. I think this might be a new way of operating for you, Capricorn, because you're used to the hustle, used to the grind, used to making things happen through sheer force of will. But the High Priestess is inviting you into a different paradigm where you allow things to come to you, where you trust in divine timing, where you recognize that some of the most powerful action is actually stillness and receptivity. The Seven of Swords showed up, and I'll be honest, this card made me want to look more carefully at the situation because the Seven of Swords can indicate deception or someone being sneaky. But as I tuned into the energy more deeply, I realized this card is actually showing up as a warning and a protection for you. There might be someone in your environment who's not being completely honest about their intentions, or there could be an opportunity that looks good on the surface but has some hidden problems. The Seven of Swords is your heads up to be discerning, to ask questions, to read the fine print, to trust your gut if something feels off. This doesn't mean the big financial opportunity is fake. Remember, we have all these other positive cards confirming that something wonderful is coming, but it means you need to be smart about how you navigate it. Asterisk, the Seven of Swords can also indicate that you need to be strategic about protecting your ideas, your plans, your resources. If you have a brilliant concept or a unique approach, be careful about who you share it with before it's fully developed or protected. There are people who might try to take credit for your work or copy your methods if you're not careful. This card is asking you to be a bit strategic, a bit careful about what you reveal and to whom. It's not about being paranoid or closed off. It's about being wise and protecting what's valuable. In some cases, the Seven of Swords can indicate that you need to take something that belongs to you, that you need to be a bit bold or unconventional in claiming what's rightfully yours. Maybe there's a payment someone owes you that you need to pursue more aggressively. Or maybe there's an opportunity that won't come to you if you just wait passively. You need to go after it actively. The shadow aspect of the Seven of Swords that I'm picking up is also about self-deception or mental games. You might be playing with yourself. Are you telling yourself stories about why you can't have financial success? Are you convincing yourself that you're not ready, or not worthy, or not capable? Those are the swords of your own mind working against you, and the card is asking you to recognize those thought patterns and choose differently. You are ready, you are worthy, you are capable, and any voice in your head that says otherwise is lying to you. The truth is that you've been preparing for this opportunity for years, through all your experiences, good and bad, and you're more ready than you even realize. So when that phone rings, when that offer comes, don't talk yourself out of it. Don't let fear or doubt or imposter syndrome steal your blessing. The Seven of Swords in its highest expression is about using intelligence and strategy to navigate challenges. And you have both in abundance. The Queen of Pentacles arrived, and this card made me feel so much warmth, because she is the embodiment of material abundance, comfort, prosperity, and nurturing wealth. This card is telling me that you're not just about to receive money, you're about to step into an identity as someone who is financially abundant and secure. The Queen of Pentacles is comfortable with wealth. She knows how to generate it, she knows how to manage it, she knows how to enjoy it without guilt. She sits in a lush garden surrounded by beauty and abundance, and that's the energy you're moving into. This isn't temporary. This isn't a one-time windfall. This is a fundamental shift in your relationship with money and resources. What I absolutely love about the Queen of Pentacles in your reading is that she represents sustainable prosperity. She's built something that lasts. She's created systems and structures that continue to generate wealth over time. For you, Capricorn, this makes perfect sense because you're an earth sign like her. You understand the value of building something solid and lasting. The opportunity that's coming to you through that phone call, it's not just going to be a quick influx of cash, although that's part of it. It's going to be the beginning of a new chapter, where you establish yourself as someone who is financially successful and secure. You might start seeing yourself differently, talking about money differently, making decisions from a place of abundance rather than scarcity. This is huge because your external reality follows your internal identity. The Queen of Pentacles is also deeply connected to the physical world and to comfort. She wants you to enjoy the fruits of your labor, to invest in your environment, to create beauty and comfort in your life. When this money comes in, don't just stash it all away out of fear. Yes, be responsible and save and invest wisely because that's part of the Queen's energy too, but also enjoy it. Buy yourself something that brings you pleasure, upgrade something in your living space, invest in your comfort and well-being. You've been working so hard for so long, you deserve to experience the tangible benefits of your efforts. The Queen of Pentacles gives you permission to be abundant, to be prosperous, to live well. She knows that true wealth isn't just about the number in your bank account. It's about quality of life. It's about feeling secure and comfortable and able to be generous both with yourself and others. There's also a nurturing quality to the Queen of Pentacles that suggests you might use some of this incoming wealth to support others, whether that's family, friends, or charitable causes you care about. Your abundance is meant to flow not just to you, but through you, creating ripples of positive impact. This isn't about giving from a place of obligation or depletion. It's about giving from overflow, from genuine prosperity, and that feels completely different. The Queen of Pentacles gives because she can, because she has more than enough, because sharing her abundance brings her joy. That's the space you're moving into financially and emotionally. The Nine of Cups appeared next, and when I saw this card, I actually laughed with delight, because the Nine of Cups is called the Wish card. It's the card of having your deepest desires fulfilled, of getting what you've been hoping and praying for. This is cosmic confirmation that yes, what you've been wanting financially is on its way to you. The Nine of Cups shows a figure sitting contentedly in front of 9 cups, arranged like wishes that have all been granted. And that's your energy right now. You've been wishing, hoping, visualizing, affirming, working toward financial improvement and security, and the universe is saying your wish is granted. This phone call that's coming, This opportunity that's about to present itself, it's going to feel like a dream come true because it's going to give you exactly what you've been asking for and maybe even more. What I find so beautiful about the Nine of Cups in this position is that it speaks to emotional fulfillment and satisfaction that comes with the financial blessing. This isn't just about having more money in your account, although that's definitely part of it. It's about the feeling of relief, of security, of possibility, of freedom that comes with financial abundance. You're going to be able to breathe easier, sleep better, make choices from preference rather than necessity. The stress and anxiety you've been carrying about money is going to lift, and that release is going to feel amazing. The Nine of Cups is associated with Jupiter, which is the planet of expansion and good fortune. So there's a sense of things getting bigger and better, of opportunities multiplying, of one good thing leading to another good thing. I'm also getting that this card is encouraging you to be specific about what you want. The Nine of Cups responds to clear intentions and desires. If you haven't already, take some time to really clarify what financial abundance looks like for you. What specific amount would make you feel secure? What would you do with that money? How would your life be different? The more clearly you can envision and articulate your desires, the more effectively the universe can deliver them. Don't be vague about wanting more money or to be comfortable. Get specific about numbers, about timelines, about what that abundance would enable you to do and be and have. The Nine of Cups is telling me that your wishes are being heard and honored. So make sure you're wishing for what you actually want rather than what you think is realistic or acceptable to want. Asterisk. There's also a celebration energy around the Nine of Cups. When this money comes through, when this opportunity manifests, celebrate, mark the moment, acknowledge the blessing. Express gratitude not just to the universe but to yourself for your persistence and faith. You've earned this not just through work but through maintaining hope, even when circumstances were challenging. The Nine of Cups is one of the most positive cards in the entire deck, and having it show up in your financial reading is like having the universe stamp a big yes on your desires. Trust that what you've been asking for is being delivered, and prepare yourself to receive it with open arms and an open heart. Finally, I pulled the Queen of Wands, and this card is powerful because it's showing me your role in all of this. Your energy, your presence, your magnetic force. The Queen of Wands is confident, charismatic, bold, and creative. She knows her worth, and she's not afraid to claim her space. This card is telling me that part of why this financial opportunity is coming to you is because of who you are, not just what you do. Your energy, your personality, your unique way of being in the world. These are assets just as much as your skills and experience. The Queen of Wands doesn't shrink or play small. She radiates authentic power and passion. And that's incredibly attractive to opportunities and people who want to align with someone vital and alive. Asterisk. What I'm getting very clearly is that you need to show up as the Queen of Wands when this opportunity arrives, which means showing up as your most confident, authentic self. Don't downplay your abilities. Don't second-guess your worth. Don't apologize for being ambitious or wanting financial success. The Queen of Wands owns her desires and her power without arrogance but also without false humility. She knows she's good at what she does, and she's not afraid to let that be seen. When that phone rings, when you're in those conversations or meetings or negotiations, channel this Queen energy. Speak with authority. Present yourself professionally, but authentically. Let your passion for your work shine through. The people on the other side of this opportunity are going to be drawn to your enthusiasm and confidence. So don't hide those qualities. Asterisk. The Queen of Wands is also incredibly creative and entrepreneurial. If this opportunity involves starting something new, launching a project, building a business, or taking a creative approach to income generation, this card is giving you a big thumbs up. Your creative ideas are valuable. Your unique perspective is an asset. Your ability to think outside the box is exactly what's needed. Don't conform yourself to what you think people want or expect. Bring your full, authentic, creative self to the table because that's what's going to set you apart and attract abundance. The Queen of Wands succeeds not by imitating others, but by being unapologetically herself. And that's your pathway to financial success as well. There's also a leadership quality to the Queen of Wands that suggests you might be stepping into a position of greater responsibility or visibility. This could mean managing others, being the face of a project or brand, or simply being recognized as an expert or authority in your field. Don't shy away from leadership opportunities even if they feel intimidating. You have what it takes to lead, to inspire, to create something significant. The Queen of Wands is surrounded by sunflowers, which symbolize success, vitality, and turning toward the light. And that's your trajectory right now. You're moving toward brightness, toward visibility, toward recognition and reward for your talents. So Capricorn, let me bring all of this together for you, because I want you to really understand what the cards are showing. You're standing at the threshold of a major financial breakthrough that's going to arrive through a communication, most likely a phone call or email or message of some kind. This opportunity is coming because of your authentic value, your skills, your persistence, and your willingness to keep going even when things were hard. The universe has been watching your efforts and your faith. And it's time for reward. There are partnerships or collaborations forming that will benefit everyone involved. Past disappointments have actually prepared you for this moment by teaching you what you needed to know and clearing space for something better. Your expertise is being recognized and you're going to be compensated appropriately, possibly beginning an ongoing income stream that provides sustainable prosperity. You're tired from the journey, but victory is right there. Don't quit now. What you've invested in yourself and your dreams is about to return to you, multiplied, possibly involving international connections or expanded reach. Trust your intuition completely when this opportunity arrives because you're being guided by forces beyond the visible. Be smart and discerning about protecting your interests and your ideas. You're stepping into an identity as someone who is financially abundant and secure, able to enjoy comfort and share your prosperity. Your deepest wishes regarding money and security are being granted, and you need to show up with confidence, creativity, and authentic power because those qualities are part of why this blessing is coming to you. The phone is about to ring, Capricorn, and when it does, it's going to change everything. Be ready, be open, be confident, and know that you absolutely deserve this abundance that's flowing toward you. The euros are about to rain down, and your life is about to expand in ways that currently feel impossible but will soon feel inevitable. Trust the process, trust yourself, and get ready to receive.